Hey, 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 Wheatfield, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Y'all know what time the now is. It is rising time. We have resurrected from the night. As you can see, I am still puffy. These eyes have not gotten it together quite yet. So you know what it is, my wheat. You know what we got to do. We gotta wake up, get that coffee. I need that sip. Mm. Did you get you a sip? Cause I had to get me a sip. I don't know what now it is where you at, but it is still early. Are we doing empowering questions today, Spirit? No. What would you like to do? African goddess? And we got some soul journey. Well, all right then. We was trying to pull this message out last night, and I think Spirit might be taking us back down that road. I had to let it set in my spirit because we did it. We posted it, y'all. We did it. We posted it. And I looked back and I said, I don't know. I second guessed myself, y'all. I did. I did. That clove and that Listerine, if y'all not, I mean, just, you got anything going on with one of these little 32s up in your mouth, put some clove oil in that Listerine with a little carrier oil, little, either it's coconut oil, as the Spirit says it's best. But I use olive oil in mine, so it was whatever. It was what was the closest. I had it on hand. So anywho, yeah. We was bringing this message, Spirit said bring it back, because we get off track. I'm like a squirrel. You will see that. I get off going down the line because I'm like feeling that emotion, and then all of a sudden that other feeling come in and it be like squirrel, and I be like having to come back. Spirit had to pull me back and be like, yeah. Just so you know, we didn't do this, and I'm 2 minutes in. My apologies. My apologies. Welcome. Welcome to this space. This is a free and open space for all of those who experience the source, our logos, our creator in its fullness, in whatever piece and pixel you experience the logos in. It's just a piece of it. That's all. Because all of us, the whole is the composite. And the spirit pulses, activating force is breath of life that flows across the plane, all planes. Yeah. And it's intelligence, the whole intelligence of the logos. That's all, that we are creation. We are it. And I believe that creation, the logos, it can speak to me and all of us through its many. Spirit says, with some people are clairvoyant, so I can't really say it like that and be true. But I know that the spirit of intelligence, like the whole intelligence, can speak to me and speak through me to you. And so if you could rock with your girl, because we use everything, and when I say everything, I mean everything. We pull all of our pieces together for the sake of balance, because that is the purpose, my beloved, is to come to balance, come to polarity, to decide whether you're going to polarize negative or positive. And if you could really just get to base on that thing, just see it as true as the eye is, that then that's the goal. And that's where we at with it, y'all. Yeah, we use everything from scripture to cards to crystals to pendulums. I am a pendulum. I'm clairvoyant, I'm clairaudient, and clairsentient. I just got it all going around. Okay, it's everything. I sit up here and talk to spirit all day long. Yeah, dude. I talk to spirit all day long. We talk like it's right here. Oh yeah, cause it's right here. Yeah. I'm sorry. I had to get something on these boys, cause look, yeah. Okay. So Spirit says we going right back to these here. Spirit told me around like we did enough of introduction. So if you can rock with your girl, stick around for a spell. You know what I mean? It started off like cold Crisco. I mean, like seriously, like that old school shit you gotta scoop out and warm up. But if you can stay around till we get to frying with hot grease, I'm sure you might get something. You know what I mean? Just something, just a little tidbit. Something that's gonna be good for you. All right, Spirit took us right back. Said this is a controversy. Okay, look, I gotta back up and just show you. I'll talk about this here. We gotta put the contacts in. Okay, so what I was feeling is throat chakra energy blockage, right? This green throat chakra, right? Folks either got a whole lot to say or they ain't having the ability to say it. And when I say folks, I mean my week that's feminines, right? That feminine energy week, that, okay? So we talking about where is your voice and where is your story, Yahweh? So let's talk about it, Yahweh. Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's come on in here and just jump on into this thing. Yeah, we 5 minutes in and it was a long introduction. My bad, because I'm still getting you. Look, it's conversational. Rock with your girl. We need to let you get all the way clued in. Come on all the way on in here with me. And then we going to chop this up. We going to chop it up. Yeah, we gonna chop this shit up. Because look, so Genesis 1:26. Pull your book out. Pull your scripture. If you know it by hand, and you know what I'm talking about, it's going to hit you in the kingdom. Is that gut? It's going to hit you in the spirit. You going to feel it. 1:26, my week. Yeah, all my films out here. 1:26 says, the Most High in His infinite intelligence made us male and female at the same fuck time. Gave us charge to go forth, to replenish, to multiply, to dominate, to subdue. Yeah, so you had a whole charge for your whole fuck lot before you even before Most High placed you in front of an Adam. Because that's the real. We talking about how we supposed to flip this shit. Okay? Because they got us running around here like you don't have no story, like you don't have a voice, like you don't have a gospel, like you don't have a testimony, and like you don't have a fuck purpose outside of pushing out babies. And that's a fuck lot, because babies came after you were in relationship, after you were created, and after you were given a charge, Maui. And if you look at what the fuck is going on in Proverbs and see who was talking to you, it'll tell you everything that you was made with, Yahweh. Yeah, the same as our masculines. Yeah, us feminines were given the same fucking thing. That's why we can see in nature how feminines and feminine energies and masculines balance that shit out all over the fucking plane. Yahweh. So while we got brothers out here talking about something, they can't appreciate your fortitude and your ability to go get it, and they don't give a shit about how smart you is or what you've accomplished or what you can do outside of fixing them a fucking plate and making him feel like a man. That's bullshit, Yahweh. He leaving his whole fucking help me over to the side and not placing the value in his help me that is required for him to fucking skyrocket to the goddamn stars. We supposed to do it together, Yahweh. One don't get there without the other. How about that? We just gonna talk about a little bit of something this morning. We gonna talk about why the fuck that you can't talk about shit until you get pissed off and then it come out the whole fucking opposite way. And then people can't receive fuck shit you say. Let's ponder on that for a second, Yahweh. Just so you know, I'm calling you Yahweh. That is Yah for Jah, J-A-H, but J don't sound like a J, it sounds like a, so Yah, and then wheat. You are the wheat field. You are the Lord's wheat. So therefore, I call you Yahweh. I don't know your name particularly. I don't know the number that the source called you or the name that the source placed on you at creation. Because that shit you carrying around like Lati, that's not my name. It's not. It ain't. It's a name that was given on to me. But my true name, for my essence, for my soul, is numbered by the Most High, and it's called with a true name. Have you found your name? Do you know your name, Yahweh? Because they didn't really tell you that you had a whole fuck story, sis. They didn't. I mean, we got to think about when this motherfucking book was composite. Yeah, we know that it was given onto the wheat field by intuition and inspiration from the Most High to a person who was able to scribe. Yeah, and write down the word. But it was a whole council of motherfuckers that sat down and decided what they was going to take in and what they wasn't. Yahweh. So if you don't know about the Council of Nicaea and how this goddamn book got put together and composed, then you might want to do a little research. Just self-discovery, that's it. Find out what it is that you're reading and how was it composed. How was it put together and who did it. Flip that shit, Yahweh. Flip it. Yeah, because Eve's story is not in there. We go right from being made with our counterparts, male and female, to all of a sudden not having a fucking story. The fuck? Yeah. All of a sudden, this dude mask get put to sleep and somebody take a re about that shit don't even make fuck sense. The infinite intelligence is not going to just use a damn rib to put your whole magnificence together. an entity that births creation, and you got pulled from a man that can't have a fucking baby. That shit don't make sense, y'all. You gotta flip it. You were already here. You were already made. And what coming together, that rib connection, that soul heart space connection. Yeah, that's an energetic match. Y'all, rib is what covers your heart. It's an energetic match. It is not you being made or called from any fuck thing, because you were made from the infinite intelligence, the principal thing. You are a piece of the source. And for somebody to distort your being, this is fucking insidious to keep you in a type of place operating on less of the power that you can't even express yourself, y'all. Your story in Eve walk, she had a fucking walk. Do you think God, the source, just presented her to a whole man as a grown ass fucking woman, and she just, she didn't have a walk? Yeah, she had a walk. The same way that we talk about Adam and his walk, walking with the source, them logos, every fucking day. Here with it, right here. This is my rollie, like how you talk to that bestie every fucking day, like you wake up and you call your bestie, y'all going to lunch, y'all going to do this, like a twin, like somebody that you with all the fucking time. That is Adam walk. You best believe that Eve had a walk. She had an Eve walk. And guess what? The fact that we don't have an Eve walk and a representation of that, I believe fucks with women. I do. I believe that it is part of the problem of Genesis, when Eve forgot who the fuck she was. She let another motherfucker roll up on her in her space with her and her dude, Yahweh, and tell her who the fuck she was. Yeah, and she didn't know. You know what I mean? Like, I need to fucking dig deeper into self-discovery to see that, yeah, you can't just roll up in my space and tell me who the fuck I am. You know what I mean? Because I'm so solid and so good with who I am and my knowingness that you can get the fuck on, like, for real. Come around here telling me who I am, what the Most High don't want me to have. When he made me with intelligence, he gave me a spirit of counsel, he gave me a spirit of might, and told me that if I needed to know or want to know anything, all I got to do is come in and seek, and all things will be revealed unto me. The fuck out of here telling me what the Father don't want me to eat because I'ma be smart. Bitch, I'm smart already. I'm made from the infinite intelligence. How the fuck is you gonna tell me I'm not smart when I'm made from intelligence itself? And if I don't consciously know it, all I gotta do is go ask for it. She forgot who the fuck she was. And honestly, we still suffering for that today. And guess what? When a new messenger came in to remind the whole motherfucking wheat field about who you are and how you're supposed to connect to the source, to the Father, because that's what it's really about. That you the walking covenant. We walking around here looking for kings and queens and shit. Yeah. Israel asked for a king to be appointed over it when it was free. And then decided that it needed somebody to rule them. No, you don't need nobody to fucking rule you, Israel. You don't. What you need is coming back into that Eve walk, that Adam walk. Okay? And then the messenger sat with Mary. Woo! And accompanied a bunch of men. I mean, it's the messenger, that's 1. 12 disciples makes 13. And then you add in Mary, that's 14. Come on with it, Yahweh. So this chick is walking around here a favored among the messenger and his whole crew, which is most of them was fucking family and cousins, Yahweh, right? You know what I mean? And then they get mad because messenger would sit over there with Mary and drop some shit on her that messenger didn't tell everybody else. Oh yeah, you wonder why her story is fucking what? What does it say, Yahweh? This is the Gnostic. We go everywhere with this thing. Want to know why? Because my King James Bible doesn't tell me what happens in the Book of Wars. It doesn't tell me what happened to the messenger between 12 and 30. It doesn't tell me a lot of shit. It doesn't tell me Mary's gospel, and it doesn't tell me Eve's walk. So I had to go searching. Because I seek diligently, and for me, seeking diligently don't mean I'm looking in the same fuck space for some shit that's not right the fuck right there. I'm going to have to go look for it. So come on in and sit for a spill. Let's jump on into it for sure. Controversy over Mary's thinking. This is Peter and Mary talking. Right, Mary and the disciples, but it's basically a big thing with Peter. Because Peter like, no, we not listening to no woman. Yeah. Why everybody be, Mr. Peter praising her. He shut Mary's story down. Peter is even more adamant, questioning whether or not the messenger would have spoken to Mary privately without the rest of them knowing. He can't believe that the Savior would withhold such advanced teaching from the male disciples and instead give it to a woman. Yahweh, why would he give advanced shit like that to a woman? I think that's something to ponder on. Because men and women do have a different nature. We do. And how we treat things and how we care for them. If a man give me something, I'm going to grow it. It's going to come into this primordial abyss of potentiality. And that seed is introduced, and it has the ability to express itself in a unlimited potential amount of ways. Drawing on Akashic records and ability to express itself from shit all the way down my lineage to now. Is that true? Yes, thank you. Is it down my lineage? No. Where is it from? From the all, from the source, from the all. Yeah. I knew Spirit said no for something. I had to figure out what was I saying incorrectly or inappropriately. So Spirit says is a limited potentiation from the all, not just from your lineage. Because we are all connected. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. We are all connected. Yeah, you go back far enough, we all one fam. Seriously. Anyway, so we says, where was that? Yeah. That the Savior will withhold such an advanced teaching from disciples, instead give it to a woman, expecting them to turn around and listen to her. Turn around and listen to her because the Savior gave her the knowledge, the advanced knowledge. Whoo, shit. Come on now. Let's find out why Mary's story ain't up in here. Yeah. Turn around and listen to her, a woman. Come on now. This sudden anti-Mary sentiment has surprised some of the commentators of their time, the modern commentators. They like, why y'all up against Mary all of a sudden? She was the messenger's favorite. Like, they used to kick it. He used to take her to the side. He spent many hours talking to her about shit that he never told nobody else. So why would you now all of a sudden be against her? Yahweh? Because the messenger was gone. At this point, messenger is gone, and they trying to figure out how they're going to carry the gospel forward. The message that the messenger brought, not his gospel, not his religion, the message that the messenger brought. What message that where did he get it from? We got to go down in there and see what he went off to between 12 and 30. Spirit said we'll get down in that one of these days. Okay. So despite the fact that Peter admitted that Mary was the messenger's favorite among the women, and that there were times when the messenger spoke with her when the other disciples were not present. It appears that the other disciples, or at least Andrew and Peter, are simply unprepared. They were unprepared for Mary's response. What did Mary say back to them? She says, the Savior, this is the piece. Okay? They had the strife. Messenger is gone. Mary and the disciples are talking about how they are going to carry the message forward, because they've been given a charge. But they have to go forth and do it. And they're going to collaborate across the disciples and see what are we going to do in uniformity to go forward and carry the message. Yeah. Mary really hammers it home and says that she claims to have teaching that has been kept hidden from them. She knows things that they don't because the messenger chose her. The fact that she had a virgin emphasizes her purity of heart and mind as spiritual experiences of this nature, unwavering mental strength, moral purity, according to the ancient thoughts. Messenger wasn't bringing no new message. Messenger was calling you back to the ancient principle law, calling you back to your Adam and Eve walk, calling you back to that personal relationship with the source. Are you pulling me back? Are you telling me to stop? What am I doing? Stop. Okay, that's enough. Thank you. The fact that she had, okay, yeah, we said that. How wonderful you are for not flinching at seeing me. So when the messenger came back, Mary saw, she wasn't scared. She was like, hey, what up? What up, Yahweh? Yeah, I mean, because I know this right here is a spiritual thing. We're a spiritual essence in a physical body, and she understands that there's more to that than what is just meets the eye, right? And so she says, "It." Remember what Mary stated in the Greek version: the Savior has united us. The Savior has united us and made us human beings. Made us human beings. Why? Because we are spiritual essence. And sometimes I wonder if these are accounts, or yeah, we'll talk about it. I have to sit in the spirit and think about it. But anyway, the Savior has united us and made us human beings. I believe that is reminding you that you are a human being, a spiritual essence in a human body. You are a spiritual being, human. We should dress ourselves with the complete human. Dress yourself as the complete human. Complete. You are whole and nothing's broken, nothing's missing. You are whole, you are complete. You have attributes, and every attribute that you have is for your goodness. You can use it for your highest good. So when you look at yourself as a complete human, a complete composite, you will see your wanting and your intent and your desire to express yourself, to meet your own highest goals. You have a charge inside of you, and you have something that you need to serve, something that you need to do. Yes, and it is for you to be able to do that, my wheat. It is for you. Come on, fams, you can do that. And of course, we in this day and age are expressing ourselves. We are expressing ourselves with anger. We are expressing ourselves with frustration. Thank you so much. I call the whole infinite intelligence to activation within my vessel, within my personal vessel, to bring messages out unto your wheat field for my highest good, for their highest good, that we could serve that goodness up to the source, to the logos which called us all. Thank you so much. That which numbered me, which knows my name. I put that fresh breath of life on these cards right here. We got joy and we got grounded so far. What I feel in the energy. I throw cards. I drop the whole deck. I feel like that's, spirit. The energy get heavy. It be done push the whole damn thing on the floor. I sing, I curse. Spirit of intelligence, the whole infinite intelligence says that words are words. I'm not allowed to have a profane mouth and just curse, other wheat in certain kind of ways. You want this? But I do use curse words. I use all words to express myself. And if I need to curse something, then I will, because I have the authority to do that. I do. And I don't curse anything for the simple fact of I usually just ask the source, logos, source, infinite, get your kid, get your son. That's what I say. Because we are all sons of the Most High. So if you got somebody that's on you like that, Yahweh, and your feminine, your chakra right here is locked down, and you trying to express yourself, and this person is all up on you, and you can't figure out how to get it out without blowing your top and losing your crown and blowing your crown all off, yeah, just call it out one time and see what it do for you. Father, get your son. That's what I do. And going on about my business. Because at the end of the day, your peace is worth more than that, Yahweh. And folks is losing their hot life, not only just over words, but because somebody got a lust connection that they thought was love, and they got a whole fuck issue, like a mental issue. So don't get yourself caught up in bullshit and fuck around and lose your life along with your peace and your life, Yahweh, because you are unable to express yourself. You being locked down, or the way that you are expressing yourself is so violent in your communication that you are unable to have your needs met, Yahweh. And it's a thing with being able to communicate effectively in a way that expresses your true intention and desire, get your needs met at the same time without ripping away all of your connections. Yes, and in this day and age, especially our black women, folks is pissed, and all of the women really, because you see, you go on TikTok nowadays, and you see everybody is expressing themselves. Everybody, it's either shut the fuck down because you can't say it, or it's all the way the fuck open and people are just spewing out every fucking thing. But either way, it's hurt. And it's being shut down, and it's a response, it's a reaction, it's a defense mechanism. Come on, get this card. Spirit says joy. Activate joy. You see that nourishing and nurturing that she's doing? Nurture. Joy nurtures, or you nurture your joy. Yes. You talking about having worlds. Look at this going around her head, around her crown. This is beautiful. That joy that you give out nourishes creation. It nourishes. You see how all of that is coming down from the heavens, from the cosmos. Like, this feels like the cosmic joy, the cosmic mother, like the energy of joy itself, and how it nurtures us. The energy, that feminine energy, yeah. We need that to balance ourselves out, bruh. We do. We need that to balance ourselves out. Sis, you want this one? Is it, where is this? Okay, this one. Seasons. It's time for a change, y'all. I was just saying, it's time for us to balance out. Seasons. It's time for a change, y'all. It is time for a change. And you may not see it. You can see she got that crystal ball. Part of her face is covered up with crystals. Yes, she got the wine right there in her hand. She's everything. I mean, like, come on, look at this visual. Wine in the hand right here. You may not think it is, but it is. And even if it's one of them things that cause something into action, like the horn, and then with the crystal here. Yeah, she just sitting up here understanding and looking. She's understanding and looking about how the seasons change. There's intelligence in this. There's intelligence in the change. And it's time to come back into oneness. You see, that's a 1 on the card. I don't know if y'all can see that. Bring it back in there one more time. You see that that's a 1. It's time to come back to basics. We were talking about getting back into the ancient law. The messenger was coming to say that the kingdom is inside of you. The covenant is there. And there is an ancient law. There's an ancient way. And those old principles is what we need to help get us back to balance. Truth. Spirit said, get back to the truth, the ancient law, of who you are. Can you see yourself, Yahweh? Can you see you? Can you see you, Yahweh? Can you see who you truly are? Your spiritual essence, that you are a spiritual being human. You are a spiritual being human. What did Mary say? She said, he told us, let us be human. And you put on the complete human being. Come into balance with your completeness. Yeah, everything about you is purposeful. It is called by design. And the things that are not are conformity. And you have to dig within self, Yahweh, to see what's conformity and what's not. Is this supposed to be upside down? You sure? Because my deck, that's right, right? My deck is right. And this card is upside down. Do we read it upside down? No. Turn it. Okay. Etheric chords. Look at this. Divine. Divine, from the Divine Mother. Divine Mother. And the children of the Divine Mother. We are corded. We are connected in the ether. You have relationships in soul families. This one. What the fuck did I just say, Yahweh? Divine lineage. Divine lineage. Okay, get that in there. Spirit says they want you to see that. See who you are. Look at the emotion. Look at the flow. You make the whole world flow. Come on now, divine lineage. Get that in there. Look at that crown on top of her head. What did we just say? She had a whole story, yo. You, my feminine, have a story. Your voice matters. Why are we so upset? Because your voice has been choked off. You can't express. You don't even have control over your body these days, Yahweh. They have stripped away your whole autonomy. Something that the source, the Father, the Logos does not do. The Logos does not tell you you cannot choose. So for something to tell you that you can choose is bullshit. It's another example of how your voice has been choked off over eons of time. Disrespected. When you are the birther of creation, you birth creation. Yeah, it gets seeded, but you nurture it. You grow it. You birth it. And for that to be disrespected is utter nonsense. The Spirit of the Most High says no. You will not disrespect the mother of creation. You will not. It is time out for that shit because you are the divine mother. You birth out the lineage. So to have your story not only not told, shut down, discounted, now disrespected, and now controlled by a whole nother entity that has absolutely no clue what it's like to carry or to birth life or creation itself, and you could tell me what to do with my vessel, my whole vessel? The fuck out of here, Yahweh. Scarcity is in reverse. Is this in reverse? Yes. Scarcity in reverse. We got to look at it upside the right way. Right here. You see this scarcity? It's in reverse. That's a 3. 3 is usually representative of either broken heart or coming back together like that triangle, 3-point angle kind of thing. You know, 3 points. The triangle is the strongest structure, right? Because of the 3 points. So scarcity is in reverse with the 3, which means we do not have a scarcity of either emotion. I'm feeling that fire, like the heat, the rage. Yes, that's what I feel. This right here, side of her, this, yeah, burn it. It ain't no scarcity of that. Soft, the softness, no scarcity and softness. There isn't any. Soft. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. That's the rage side, is it not? Yes, check mark. Yeah, because the softness of us, right? We're not able to be our soft self, nourishing, you know, to pull that side out. Everything is covered up by the need to protect yourself, protect your rights, protect your voice, protect your autonomy. Asking for your needs to get met so long to the point where now it's like, fuck you for asking, I'm gonna meet my own goddamn needs, because you realizing that your needs should have been met before you got there anyway. Is anything left in this deck? No. Okay. Make sure you have your needs met. You meet your needs before you come in alignment or side by side with your atom. Because that way, when you really know who you are on the inside, Yahweh, and you have that close relationship with your source, your logos, your spiritual self that's guiding you for your highest good, you on that track, guess what? You're going to come up alongside that rib, come up alongside somebody on that same walk with you. Y'all heading in the same direction, looking at source the same way. Y'all gonna come in like this and keep forward, and you will journey and travel together. It ain't no him above her, her above him. It is like this. The only thing that is above the two of you is the logos, the source, the infinite. And you both follow the infinite, tapped in, alignment to each other. Like this here, okay? Yeah. Got your voice all choked off and can't say, that's my sorry, my apologies. What crystal do we need? Ooh, not that one. What is it? Okay. Thank you, infinite, the whole infinite, the whole infinite. I tap into the whole, the collective, yes, to bring forth Cleanse these cards for they could be used as tools for messages from the infinite in truth and clarity for the goodness of self, for the goodness of other selves, so that we could serve that goodness up onto the source. Thank you so much for your energy. Thank you so much. Be having to pray, y'all. Get this out. Because we on a soul journey, right? And we gonna see how we're gonna get there. Because you the mother, you the creator, you birthed this shit out. You birthed it. And I'm not for sure how do we get back to balance, but we gotta start somewhere, y'all. We have to start somewhere. And I'm feeling on my Michael Jackson right now. We gonna have to start with the man in the mirror. We really do. We had to start with the man in the mirror. Each and every one of us. You want this card? Yes. Do you want it upright? Yes. Okay. Worry. Spirit says worry. We got to put worry to bed. Stop worrying about stuff. You know, digging into yourself will help you resolve some of that. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. It doesn't. And we challenged with that. We worrying about all of everything, I feel. You know, we worrying about all of everything, and that's because we're not in balance. We're not in balance with our counterparts. We're not in, first and foremost, we're not in balance in self, and then we're not in balance with our counterparts, you know. And all of that causes us worry because we taking on too much stuff. I mean, we've given up the ability to carry a lot of stuff. But there's a lot of things that we're supposed to come to balance with. We have to balance it out. And our counterparts are a part of that balance. Because they are a part of us, quite honestly. We're them and they're us. And it doesn't, there is no separation. Is there separation? No. Is this the one you want? No. This one? Grief. A lot of us are suffering with grief, and that is definitely a really big thing. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. When was the last time a motherfucker didn't appreciate you until you was gone? Hi. Let's talk about it, y'all. You know, a person definitely don't miss their water until they well run dry. I mean, no, you could say that shit a million motherfucking times. You know what I mean? Yeah, pride. I love myself. I see myself in everyone. Maybe this person had an issue of pride. They didn't want to fucking change and see that you were expressing your needs and what it is that was in your intentions and fucking desires, and you didn't have no fucking support. We talked about this last night. I was going in and I was like, ugh, I was emotional, yo, because I felt that, like, and I'm a black woman. So, of course, I'm in this pot too, again. But the thing is that I had to walk away from every fucking thing, because when you get to a point in a relationship where your life is in danger simply because you're trying to help your counterpart or that new wave submission shit folks be talking about, that's not true. The fuck off of that. The only thing you submit to is the Most High, the logos. You and your partner will come to balance, and you will help each other, feed each other's needs. You will pour into each other. That is not submitting. That is respecting each other's space and needs. And you feel inclined to pour into them the same way that they're going to pour into you, nourishing and respect, where you have equal give and take. You know what I mean? You don't submit to another entity. The fuck? I submit to the source, to the logos, to the infinite intelligence that called me, that gave me my authority. That's who I submit to, onto only. The source says there is no God beside me, so why am I praising my husband like he's a fucking God when he's just another man? Not to say that you don't deserve respect, my kings, because when you do that and you are providing and you are respecting and you are loving and honoring your family, that deserves respect. The same way that your wife deserves respect when she's nourishing you and she's feeding you and caring for your children, for the seed that's going to move your generation forward. When she's managing everything in your household and making sure that you are loved and comforted, that you have trust and security, that you have what you need to get back out there in that world to do your part. Because we both do our part. And my part ain't simply pushing out babies and making your plate. You know what I mean? You leaving your helpmate on the side and you shutting her voice down. You shutting down your helpmate and you wonder why the world is on your shoulders. Do you know how to choose a helpmate, my weep? Yeah, Spirit said we put a death to that shit. It's time to transition away from that. Dead it. Dead it. And put some and transition that shit. Transmute it. Flip it. Flip it. Flip it. We want to talk about a yin and a yang. That shit is one whole picture. A yin and a yang. The yin don't stand on itself. Them motherfuckers flow around each other. They find the balance. Death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Yes, transmute that shit. Put a dead to that end fuck conformity shit. And let's start back on the new shit. The real old shit. The new old. That shit that says who you are, male and female, did he make you to go forth and replenish, to multiply in this bitch, to subdue and dominate. You have a whole fucking walk, Eve, before you even come into alignment with your Adam. Are you finished with your walk, my sis? Purpose. God. Come on, spirit, and talk to your wheat field. You have a whole purpose, Eve. I don't know why them mofos didn't tell you what your purpose is. Look and see who wrote that damn book. Not who wrote it, but who decided what to put in it for print and distribution out to the masses. And you look at time and history and figure out what the fuck was going on there, and then you see whether or not they wanted you to know that you have a goddamn voice and a purpose in a whole fuck walk with the Most High. Spirit says sit back. I'm sorry. I get excited. It's early. I don't know where you at. It's still now. Ain't it now, Spirit? It's always now. So whenever they get this, they need it now. All right. Come on. You want this one? This? Okay. Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. And failure is the only thing that beats a try. A try, T-R-Y, Tom, Robert, Yellow, try. A failure is the only thing that beats a try. Well, a try is the only thing that beats failure. Which way is it? Yeah. A try is the only thing that beats a failure. Because you can't fail when you try. You can't. You cannot fail when you try. Because you learn something, Yahweh. It ain't failure, it's lessons. It ain't losses, it's lessons. It ain't failure, it's faith to start again. Because you learned something. You know something more than what it is the first time you attempted. So you damn sure should have faith to get up and keep going. But the ability to keep going and in love and goodness and with your heart being open and not blocked, without it being covered up with bitterness, right? And distrust. The fact that you don't have a fucking brick wall tower wrapped around your shit and people can't get in. But that's what's happening. So many women are becoming callous and bitter and angry because you cannot express your fullness. You can't express. You don't have the help and support that you need as a woman. You don't have the ability to even have control and autonomy over your body. It states in again, people telling you what the fuck you can do all the time. Everybody want to tell you what your fucking story is, but ain't nobody asked you not once about what the fuck your story truly is. Are you with somebody out week where you can't tell them your true desires and intentions and desires? You can't share your goals. You can't share your dreams. You can't share what it is that the rest of your outlook, your life look like beyond children. You can't share the differences and the nuances as you grow and evolve with the motherfucker. I mean, come on, y'all. Success is here. The ability to get back to that is here. We can. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Yes, you know that, and that is what it is that you attempting to do, Yahweh. Just to love, to give it out in a free way where it is received and returned to you in equal measure. Equal measure. And in order for you to learn whether somebody's going to return that love to you in equal measure and is going to be successful, you got to give them a season, y'all. You got to give them a season. Is there anything? I shaded this deck, Father. Thank you for your messages from for both of these decks. That's the wrong crystal. Thank you. You got to give them a season, yo. Got to give them a season. If a motherfucker don't want to wait for a season, then he ain't for you. Kick rocks. If they don't want to wait for a season, he not for you. It's something in that that's impatient, that doesn't want to respect and honor your needs and your boundaries, Yahweh. You know, not just these motherfucking preferences, but some real for show fuck boundaries. Yeah, like coming to balance with your whole self, so you don't fuck with nobody that ain't balanced in a whole self. Don't fuck with nobody that you ain't. If you balance, don't fuck with nobody that ain't balanced. If you communicate, don't fuck with nobody that's not a communicator. If you peaceful, don't fuck with somebody that's on that drama shit. It might look like it's exciting for a second because it spark you is different. It's like, ooh, shit, you know. But no, don't fuck with nobody that spark you like that. Honestly, because the shit dies out. It could happen on some weird shit. And Spirit reminded me that I can't tell you don't fucking do shit. You're going to do what you want to do. You get to choose. But it's a recommendation that you think about all of those things before you just jump off into some shit. It's fall. It's going into winter. We gonna have a whole motherfucking bunch of people wanting to come in and find somewhere to snuggle and stay warm for the winter because you real nourishing. Yeah, you are. You're loving and comforting and nourishing, and you feel good to those spirits, especially those who are out there running to and fro and who don't get no comfort and no counsel. You look real good. Your light is shining so bright that they're gonna want to come and suck off your light. Energy vampires, y'all. They out here. We call them narcissists in these days. Energy vampires come to suck off your light because they don't know how to increase their own lumens. They don't know who they are. They have forgotten who they are. So they have to feel good by sucking on your light, on your goodness. And you being challenged to express yourself in a way that brings forth peaceful resolution, an expression that brings forth peaceful resolution is challenged because it is off balance. It's either shut down and you cannot express, or it's open and you are expressing everything and you're still not being heard. Either way, you're not being heard. No one can hear you when you can't speak, and nobody hears you when you yell. People instantly tune out. And I have a case of yelling, especially when I feel like I'm not being heard. It feels like I need to raise my voice to be heard, but what I have come to realize is that I lower my voice when I'm not being heard. I lower my voice. I sit back and I look. That catches people's attention when you just all of a sudden stop and sit back. And then you speak in a tone that calls people closer to you. They got to come in to hear that. And honestly, it is a communication tactic that very powerful people use. It is. I have learned that the Spirit does it in me naturally. We'll be given a message and I get excited and I get animated because I'm passionate. I'm passionate. That emotion starts to flow. My passion starts to flow, and I just, I get into it and I'm flowing, and it just comes out. It gets big and expressive, right? And Spirit will pull me back and settle me down. Why is that? Because I could be so expressive that I'm booming my audience away. I don't want to beat you over the head with the real. I don't want to beat you over the head with it. I want you to hear me, Yahweh. I want you to hear me so you could take it in. That you could take it into the kingdom, and that you could let it process in your centers. Get the downloads you need and let it rest right here in this space. And then you will decide in this mind space what you want to do with it. How you're going to change it, transmute it, and push that shit out. How you're going to birth it out. Because you are the birther of creation. You are the mother of creation. Yeah, you are. You are the mother of creation. Etheric cords. You're tied to it. We're all connected. We cannot be untied. We are all connected. And Spirit said it is time, seasons, time to come into the truth, to tap into the truth, the realness of you. Look at you, my beautiful beloved. Look at you, beloved. Lush. Look at you. Yeah. Because what do? When we get to the point where we can put this right here in balance. Put this in balance. Get it back upright. There's no such thing as scarcity. We know that scarcity is in reverse, but we're not balanced with that thing. The rage and the emotion, the light and the shadow, all of it, the old and the new. I feel the old and the new. We're coming down here. Look at this in the background. Can you see her? Get that in there. The old and the new. Balancing the old and the new. Bringing it together. Yes. We're going to bring that old mind, that knowledge, that pineal, Akashic knowledge, tap into it and pull out that old into your new. Pull it out into the new. Let it come over you and make you a different type of being. Because you are spiritual being human. And you have the power to manifest into change. And how do we use it? The stuff that's in here. Our love, our joy, our emotion. Tapping into that divine lineage. You have the answers already, my wheat. You do. It is already baked in. It is baked in, my wheat. It is there. It is already there. Anything from here on this side, this soul journey? No. It's already there. Spirit said that's what we needed to say for this day. Thank you guys so much for sitting through this episode of Tears and Wheat Tarot. You never know what you're going to get when you come around here with your girl. I mean, we could be reading from text, all kinds of texts. We look at them all because we believe that the spirit of the whole infinite intelligence includes all the text. The whole infinite includes all the text. I mean, like biology, science, astrophysics, metaphysics, geology, all of it. We look at it all. Whatever spirit calls me to, we look at. We take it into the kingdom. Into the kingdom first. We see it. We getting the information and light coming in because these eyes don't see fuck shit. We're going to remind ourselves that all the time. These eyes don't see fuck shit. You faith walking right now. Faith walking. Yeah, we faith. And we're connected because we can see the same thing. We faith walking this thing out together. We're connected, yeah. We're connected. Our collective consciousness is collective. It is connected, yeah. That's why we seers can do this here work because we understand that the conscious is collective and it is connected. And I can feel you. Yes, we can do that. And as we get on this journey, and share these things, it's because I want to edify myself and edify onto you so that we can all edify the source. And yeah, that's pretty much what it is here. And I accept that. Acceptance, yeah. Get that in there. I accept learning. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. That's why we do on self-discovery. Always learning for the sake of acceptance and then on to surrenderance. And obedience, right? Because if your true self is in here in the kingdom and you take everything in the kingdom, you accept what's being discerned and broken down, you surrender onto the voice of your highest self. Oh, that's to the good. And it's edifying onto yourself, your source. The source of you, your true self. It's edifying. And then we can serve that out. We serve it up to the source. We serve it out to others. It's threefold. It's a triangle. Serve me, serve the source. Serve the source, serve you, serves the source. It just keep going around. Triangle, circle, however the fuck you want to say it. I see the shit as a ping pong in my head, right? Like it's bouncing off corners. Like the surface is just bouncing like ping pong, We all pinging it all everywhere because it don't ever go in a straight line, right? Sources reminded me to say that growth is not a straight line. Light doesn't travel in a straight line. If you ever want to understand why your life is in cycles, go look at the pathway of light. How does light travel? Does it travel straight or does it travel in a circular motion moving forward at the same time? Now that's one to ponder on. We didn't pull an empowering question. Spirit says no. But that's one to think about. You wonder why you keep feeling like shit in your life is going around and around. Accept it. There's a lesson in that. Because it may be something that you're not seeing, a part of the lesson that you're not getting. It's a part of you that you haven't come to balance with because you keep calling it in. Again, our language is important. Language is very important. How we speak, the order of words that we say it in, it matters. How you speak. Calling yourself whole and complete on a daily, nothing is missing. Call your spirit doesn't even like that word, MISSING. Don't even say that part. I'm whole. I'm complete. I'm whole. I'm complete. I'm whole. I'm complete. That's it. I'm whole. Cosmic power. Yes, because cosmic power is in your words. You have the ability to call life and death. If you balance out your speaking, coming back to par, coming back into realization that you are a manifester, you wield cosmic power. This vessel is a vehicle, a machine. Your spiritual essence, you are in the inside, and what you speak out, you potentiate, because you are pure consciousness. You are here to manifest. You are here to create, grandmother. You, not grandmother, but grand, GRAND, period, mother, period, dot, period. You are here to create. Grandfather, the grand, GRAND, dot, father, FATHER, dot. You are here to seed creation. Of course, the Father wouldn't give somebody who could see creation and not the one that could fucking birth it at the same fuck time, y'all weak. That wouldn't even make fuck sense. You wasn't made from no damn rib. Bullshit. It's an analogy to show you that we connected in this heart space. That's it. It's connectivity. Talks about our walk together, how we supposed to learn and love and nourish each other, how we supposed to walk with the Most High. The logos, the source, that's what's called all things. You told me it wasn't nothing else in his deck, and I'm steady flipping. I be wanting the weak to know. Woo! Come on, Father, and wrap this up. Father said cosmic power. Be mindful of your words. You are a powerful manifester. We need our yin and our yang. We need this balance. We can't birth without the seed, and the seed can't potentiate without the primordial abyss, without the space that creation uses to potentiate. And to disrespect one another, is that the space where creation uses to potentiate? What is it? Yeah, the space where life evolves. Is that a big difference from potentiation, evolution? No. So are they synonymous? Yes. So yes, like I was saying, this primordial abyss is the space where life evolves. It is the space where life potentiates in its immense variety. We need that seed. They need the space for potentiation and creation to go. So for us to disrespect each other like we don't fuck need each other is a damn lie. What we do need to do is understand that we all have this cosmic power, and to come into balance with our words and what we're expressing, our intentions and desires, and to be able to do that from a loving space. Yeah, that is a show nut fuck challenge right now, because your voice has been stripped from you, my weak, my femmes. Your voice has been stripped from you, and you are fighting to express yourself. Either you can't express, or you just dish bitches open, and it's just spilling out all the hurt and betrayal that's in here, that has not been allowed to freely express over eons of time. We go back, Eve walk ain't shared, Mary's walk, her mother and them folks, the messenger's mother, her walk ain't shared. Where the fuck is she at if she was the one that carried the messenger? She birthed the messenger, but her walk ain't in there. You tell me your walk is not, it's hid from you. You are not the downfall of society, Yahweh. Why they be trying to make it seem like it was all Eve's fucking fault for the thing in the garden in this whole example? Fuck that. Remember who you are. Remember who you are, Yahweh. You are the mother of creation. You birth creation. You birth the world. Yes, you do. And you are so much more than that. Birth in the world came secondary to your charge. Read Genesis 1:26. You were made at the same time, Yahweh. You were told to go forth, to multiply, to replenish this plane. You were given the ability to dominate your world. Lionesses hunt. You think them motherfuckers wait around for a damn lion to go provide some shit when they were given the authority and the ability to go get they shit they self? Fucking no, they don't. They hook the fuck up with that goddamn pride of lionesses and they go get that shit. They strategize, they hunt. And then what the fuck happened? This fat ass Negro is whoever. Spirit got to pull me back. And come over here and just eat all your shit up. But that's the balance in that paradigm. What is the balance in your paradigm? Do you feel valued? Do you feel like the work that you put forth is valued? Do you feel like it's important? Do you feel like you're being listened to? Do you feel like you're being heard? Do you feel like you're being supported? That somebody is pouring in you as much as you are pouring out? Are you being depleted, Yahweh? Is your cup dry? You got an ace of cups worth of love, but is anybody putting in it what you pouring out? Are you pouring back into you what you pouring out? Because that's the first law, Yahweh. First law of nature is self-preservation. And that's that Genesis 1 and 26. Okay? 26 through 30. You didn't come into relationship until after that was locked down. And sometimes we get into these fucked up relations only to push ourselves back into self in hopes that you would sit down in there and lock yourself down so that your true energetic match can come. We don't do twin flames. We don't do all of that nonsense. We don't. Not over here. This ain't the twin flame show. This ain't the karmic release show. This ain't none of that shit. If the cards come out and they say that this is a toxic relationship or it's not to your highest good, we'll go with that. But at the end of the day, I try not to do them labels. I just don't. I mean, because either they matching your energy or they not. Y'all either on the same frequency and vibing or you're not. And if you ain't on the same frequency and y'all ain't vibing and it's disturbing your peace, then you might want to let that shit go, y'all. We just saying. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for coming around here and set for a spell. Thank you so much for being around here and set for a spell. You know, we don't do nothing but chop it up. That's all we do. Look at this stuff and see how we can break this shit down. Get these energy centers flowing again. You know what I mean? So you can get back to balance. Get back to you, your wonderful wheat self. Be your whole wheat self. And you can intend and you can get your intention and desires met in a healthy and peaceful way. You can express yourself in a way that brings forth peaceful resolution. Yeah, because we got to come back together. We do. We need our counterparts. You need your counterpart. Whatever your energetic match is, you need your counterpart. Yeah. Because that support and that nurturing and comforting is in our unity. It is. It's in our unity. Okay? So until the next time, guys, here on Tears and Wheat Tarot, I hope you vibed. If you vibe, subscribe. Hit that little noti bell too so you'll see the next time we throw up an episode. Might take a couple of pieces of this and throw out some clips, some nuggets, some tidbits. See if people come on and get the full entree. But if not, just sit on down and sit for a spell. Until the next now. Ashe. Oh, one more thing. Very important. I love you. 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 I love you just like I love me because I love the source, the principal thing that called us all. I love that. And now we can say until the next now. Ashe.